the males in their home whites with red trim, Bradley in their road red uniforms with black trim, and the Redbirds win the opening tip and have the first possession of the game.
And no surprise to anybody, it goes to Jackie Carmichael down low, but he gets double teamed and kicks it out.
And Tyler Brown's first shot is no good, back tapped out. The Redbirds get another look at it.
There's that height advantage we were talking about.
And Wilkins.
Prosser has really done a lot to develop himself physically at his time at Bradley. He's put on weight, he's gained strength, and he's working hard to become better, but he's doing it alone for the most part. He's the only true post player that they have on their roster.
From nearby Goodfield, Illinois, about the halfway point on I-74 between these two campuses. So very familiar with the I-74 rivalry.
That's right. Played at Eureka High School and had a all-state career while there.
Nick Moore to trigger for the Redbirds. True freshman and been an outstanding player for the Redbirds. And off the inbounds, again, it's lost the ball on the floor, tries to go and get, still on the floor. Ball is loose, Redbirds get a steal.
Ball was initially knocked loose by Nick Moore right there. Oh
John
my!
Eakey finishes.
Oh my!
2 minutes in, and it's 7-2 Illinois State, and now another steal. It's Moore who comes away with a strip.
Moore has the first deflection, then gets a steal on back-to-back possessions of Bradley.
Walt Lennon Jr. is now checked into the scores table, so the next Brown's floater is no good and cleared by Wilkins.
And that's kind of been the story of Bradley's offense this year, is try to get things going, but they struggle and they end up doing a lot of one-on-one scenarios with Taylor Brown.
Redbirds will have the ball. Walt Lennon's going to check in. Here's
Moore gets the steal. Good defensive help right there on both of those possessions by the Redbirds.
So Lemon, 25 in the game now for the first time for the Braves. Again, a typical starter, but coming off the bench tonight has really been struggling, and perhaps that's the message to get him going in the right direction. There's Jackie Carmichael's first field goal.
Great post speed right there. Good patience initially, and then
it was a 2.
As anybody that has followed the league very long, they know Taylor Brown is one of the premier players in the league. The team may not be having glorious stats this year, but Taylor Brown is a quality player.
So Carmichael may have been popped in the eye, but he kicks it out, and it's Moore open for 3.
I'm kind of surprised at this point. There's no transitional game happening. Why they haven't?
And it's a 12-4 Illinois State advantage. There's Eakey in the corner.
That's kind of a dream start for a coach, is that you get all 5 guys to score early.
More than this, Wilkins had it to jump out to this 8-point lead.
Well, handling the basketball for the Bradley Braves continues to be problematic for them. They have 2 turnovers in this early stages of the game, which has led to some points for the Redbirds. And the Redbirds, probably the most impressive thing this early on, as we stated a little bit earlier, was all 5 players have scored already for the Redbirds. I mean, they're moving the ball well is what that means.
John Wilkins will get to the free throw line here. We're seeing Brian Allen for the first time, the former football player, now basketball player for. And in the meantime, had a change of heart and has now come to Illinois State and played freshman from Canada with a miss. Redbirds quickly up the floor. Here's Allen.
Taking advantage of the inside play once again on that post speed. Wilkins
rimmed out.
Boy, great defensive sequence right there by the Redbirds.
Brown all the way down and kick out. He thought about it momentarily, but instead it's going to go around to the other side. And Carmichael worked baseline and flipped it in.
What a sweet reverse. No help side defense to cut him off. He came under the rim and laid play them. The other teams kind of rally around that. Watching these games that we have this year, boy, it is really drilled into them about it.
Brian Allen beat his man Jake Eastman, and then Fiat makes that jumper. And he's really turned out to be a nice addition for the Redbirds.
Well, he's like the Energizer Bunny when he's on the floor. He just always brings excitement to the court on both ends, and he has a good head for the game.
Nick Moore's 3. And a 3.
3-point basket by number 4, Jake Eastman.
Just his 18th three-point make of the season. He's a 25% shooter from out there. So a rare three-point make for Eastman. This is Treeloff now in the game for the first time.
Left hand on many other games because of the poor field goal percentage the Braves have.
Here at Redbird Arena, Stephanie Glantz at the half. Redbirds with a basketball and a 10-point advantage. That was tipped by Lemon. It's Taylor Brown, Walt Lemon, Jordan Prosser, Dyreka Sims-Edwards, and Jake Eastman on the floor for Bradley. Bryant Allen, Jackie Carmichael, Anthony Cousin, Nick Moore, and John Wilkins, the 5 on the floor for the Redbirds.
I think we're going to see a little bit of zone defense from Bradley right now after that timeout. They recognized there were some difficulties on their man-to-man.
And a strong move by Carmichael. The ball's out of bounds. It's going to go to Illinois State.
Very strong take. Now, then it was a good defensive adjustment with the block on the help side coming over. You see Carmichael, he's just too quick for Prosser. He spins on him.
Oh, Taylor Brown, wow.
Gets up,
Big
gets a legal
play
block.
there, yeah. 4 on the shot clock. Carmichael's turnarounds off the front of the rim. I don't know what's in the water in Eureka, but when you got a small town like that, you got a guy in the major leagues in Ben Zobrist, you got a guy in the NFL bottle that water in that small town.
No kidding. That is tremendous, isn't it? There, Eureka.
Under 9 minutes to go here, opening half. Kurt Pegler, Bob Morris, our Niles Sports Media Group with you here at Redbird Arena in Normal. Missouri Valley Conference basketball, Illinois State and Bradley. First matchup of the season between these two rivals, with the Redbirds a 22-13 advantage.
Bradley staying in their zone defense. They had better luck out of that than they did in their man-to-man. Birds are going around that also.
Tyler Brown threw it away. He was trying to connect that time with Carmichael.
That's 2 times they've stopped the Redbird offense now by
Illinois State. Ryan Allen open for 3.
That's one way
in. Can't finish. Bradley now 5 of 17 from the floor to start this game.
Bradley's in a 2-3 zone.
Wilkins, now it's an open Nick Moore. Another 3 is in. And now a steal. Bryant Allen just picked his pocket, talking about Jake Eastman, who fouled him to prevent a layup. First experience in the I-74 rivalry, and Nick Moore, a true freshman, is having a lot of fun. 9 points, 4 assists. He's already matched his career high with 3 3-point. Illinois State Bradley game. John Eakey's going to come in and replace Allen, who gets a nice round of applause after making his free throws. The Redbirds have their biggest lead of the night at 14. Cleared by Brown. Under 7 minutes to go here, opening half. Crossover dribble, Brown. 10-foot shot is in.
That was smooth. That was one quick crossover that the defense didn't stand a chance on.
Play.
Foul 20 and 0. Sharon Woods are in for Bradley.
Tim Jankovic trying to keep this momentum going for the Redbirds, who've started out on an 11 of 20 clip here, shooting. Sharon Woods back in the game now to replace Walt Lemon Jr. That's him guarding Nick Moore. Again, if you just joined us, he started in place of the struggling Lemon. In fact, his first career start. Now another whistle against the Braves. This one's on Taylor Brown.
Taylor Brown's discussion with the official is, I got knocked down on our end when I was making a cut, and now when I bump somebody, you call a foul. You know, he just might have a little bone to pick with the official there.
The Redbirds are now in the bonus.
Redbirds are now in the bonus after that foul on Brown. The 6th against the Braves. Ball was kicked by Sharon Woods, so Redbirds will maintain possession. Again, at the half, we hope you'll stick around. We have a conversation with Stephanie Glantz, the Illinois State women's basketball coach. Redbirds with a win last night in women's basketball on this floor against Indiana State. And they're going to be playing Bradley next Sunday in their Play for K breast cancer research game. Redbirds will be wearing pink in that game. Shot by Brown, created but couldn't get it to go. Ball was knocked around, Redbirds come away with it.
Brown made a good baseline drive, but had a...
Look at that pass from Moore to Carmichael on a foul on Taylor Brown.
Boy, that was some quick action right there.
Wow.
I hope we got that on a replay, because Nick Brown just did something phenomenal on how he crossed over the deep. He's well aware of where his teammates are at.
Shot is missed and cleared by Carmichael. The Braves are ice cold. They're shooting at 5 of 20 for the game.
Well, and we talked at the top of the broadcast about how their woes come from their shooting and their rebounding, and those are 2 things that they're struggling with here tonight.
And again, the Redbird D has really forced Bradley into some of those tough shots.
They get one and done almost every possession the Braves do. The Birds are all over the defensive boards.
Redbirds with a very long lineup in. There's Tyler Brown on the bounce pass. A nifty assist again for the freshman, Nick Moore.
Wow. Sims Edwards got caught looking at the ball handler, nodded, and lost track of Tyler Brown. And Nick Brown picked him up.
1.5 minutes to go in the opening half. What? And the lead is at 32.
He was not recruited as a point guard. He's an off guard that's been forced to play the position.
Brown, tough shot there, and it's going to be a blocking foul on Jake Eastman. It looked like a big collision there. Redbirds have a 32-13 advantage.
The block.
Redbirds now on a 12-zip run and have opened up a 21-point advantage. More?
Oh. No, it did not. I would think there's some form of comeback player of the year award that he is deserving of. He's 4th in the league in scoring and 8th in the league in rebounding. And after what he went through, that's remarkable.
His father, Ricky, a former NBA player. His mother, Chloe, an international model. And he loves photography. Does that, that fits, right? He's been around cameras all his life.
There's no question. Yeah, you're exactly right. It does fit.
His father was the #1 first-round draft pick of the Golden State Warriors. Under 3 minutes to go here in the opening half. It's been all Illinois State. 6 on the shot clock. Allen going to try to create. Flipped it up with the left hand off the glass. Wouldn't get it. Treeloff offensive rebound. That won't go. Iki offensive rebound. Now Cousin penetrates. His floater won't. The Missouri Valley Conference race for that 3 seed. Wichita State and Creighton have distanced themselves from the rest of the league, and maybe a good thing for the league could be looking at 2 at-large bids to the NCAA tournament should neither of those teams win in St. Louis. But you got to think both have put together resumes to get into the tournament. And then there's a big number of teams trying to be that 3rd seed. How's Tyler Brown scoring spinning there, huh?
What an acrobatic move that was by Tyler Brown to get himself open in the middle. He is freewheeling tonight and looking good at it.
There's another look at this.
Here we see him make that reverse pivot, come back to the middle. We're going to see it again on a different look. Goes left, spins back to the middle, boom. But he's always on balance. You can't make those shots if when you get there you're all discombobulated. He's got himself on balance and can release it with a nice strong move to get to the basket, but then couldn't finish.
And that kind of night for the Braves. Allen gets a screen from Wilkins and a kick out. A wide open Tyler Brown.
If you're going to find someone that's hot, it might as well be him. About the intangibles of the game and how those kind of things are so important. And this Redbird team is a very cohesive squad.
Jackie Carmichael just pulled up his 500th career rebound as you look at those 3-point percentage numbers for the Braves and for the Redbirds tonight. So 500 career rebounds now for Jackie Carmichael, the 31st Redbird in school history to do that. Wilkins on the other end, his 3 is in. And that was kind of an off-balance 3. Gino Ford again burns a timeout. Michael, now just one of 6 players in Illinois State history with 800 points, 500 rebounds, and 100 block shots. He just got his 500th carom a moment ago, so a tip of the cap. And just a junior, so those numbers are bound to go up.
On the wall, sweet move. Well, ironically enough, in that small group,
Carmichael's going to be called for the foul. He tried to set a screen.
Oh my!
Tried to set a screen for Anthony Cousin. Not a very popular call here.
Well, let's see it again here on the replay. Oh, that's something you see practically every ball game, every day.
Jeff Wilkins.
Mike Vandergaard.
By the way,
it's a must.
It's a
must.
Taylor Brown's long shot is no good, and we are at the half. An impressive first half for Illinois State, both offensively and defensively. It's all Redbirds. They lead their arch rival Bradley Braves at the half.